Nurse-Family Partnership is an evidence-based home visitation program that links at-risk, first-time pregnant mothers with a registered nurse until their child turns 2.
Wow, I just want to thank you for inviting me to the park with you and Jaden today for our visit.
No, thank you for coming. It's always a pleasure having you.
Well, Jaden is 12 months now. That's 1 year. And so we're going to do the ages and stages for him today. Is that okay with you?
Of course it is.
Jaden, is that okay with you? Well, come on, let's get started.
Let's go.
Let him finish his berries.
It is this trusting relationship that empowers mothers towards achieving improved prenatal care, improved child health and development, increased economic self-sufficiency, and increased knowledge to become responsible and competent parents for their babies. It is this partnership between mother and registered nurse that will guide them towards making small steps that promote successful futures and lead to an endless world of new possibilities. But why a nurse?
The training that we get is crucial in helping us deal with the very high acuity that most of our clients have, whether it's mental illness or other health conditions, to have the critical thinking skills, the communication skills, the case management skills. Plus, as nurses, we are looked at as a very trusted profession. For the past 14 or 15 years, when the general population was surveyed to see who they found as the most trusted profession, every single year except one, it was nurses. And that only year that nurses went to number 2 was in 2001 at the 9/11 with the Twin Towers, that attack, where it was first responders and nurses were second, but otherwise it's been nurses all along. So I think the fact that we are nurses, we are in that position of trust, the information that we bring to them and the support that we give to them, that comes from the way that we are educated as looking at the whole, not just the disease process or even just the person, but looking at the person and the family and the schooling and everything within their environment. We take care of all of it.
But it's teaching them, how to do things on their own. Even when it's the child, like you teach the client how to let the child problem solve, how to let that toddler explore and discover new things.
I think of myself as in the knowledge and experiences I have, as well as theirs, as a little seed that I'm just dropping in their lap, if you will. Maybe it's something they already know, or maybe it's something they're going to build upon.
Because Nurse-Family Partnership is a home visitation program, nurses meet with moms in their homes and are faced with several day-to-day challenges. Nurses go to the most difficult of neighborhoods.
You mean on those days where it's like, why am I continuing this job as I'm driving home? Yeah. There are days like that. Absolutely. There's days where you don't think you're productive, or your teenager had a backfall and maybe she started on the crystal meth that she didn't do for a whole 9 months, and come to find out she's doing it again. Or the foster care child that ran away and she was in a good place. Or that teenager who just wants to hang out with their friends and starts smoking pot again, and you can tell in their persona, you can tell the changes. And I sometimes go out of the home thinking, wow. I think the hardest one is domestic violence. Society really sees domestic violence as a thing of a 30, 40-year-old woman who has it all together and her husband is abusing her. But domestic violence happens in relationships everywhere, in every age. And when I come to a teen's home, and I hear those things, and she doesn't want the help, or she doesn't, she's still with that same boyfriend or that same husband, that kind of, I could only do what I could do. I could report, and I could, have that support from my supervisors and my colleagues, but still that, that drive home after that visit is kind of hard. And but what keeps me going is that I'm gonna be there in 2 weeks, and I'm gonna be consistent.
I think the biggest takeaway is this job and being in those homes just humbles you. It just, and besides that, I think it's the reward. And I know that a lot of the work that we do are seen in our data outcomes and our reports. But personally, I don't base my success with my clients on what's on the reports. I base it on when they graduate with me, and the cards that they give me at the end, after I graduate them, the little kind gestures, when I'm in the home, they're trying to make me feel comfortable, showing me how appreciative they are and grateful they are that I'm there. That's my takeaway, and that's the only thing that I need to be able to continue doing this job.
Nurse Family Partnership has demonstrated to have 79% reduction in preterm delivery for women who smoke and reductions in high-risk pregnancies, 48% reduction in child abuse and neglect, 32% fewer subsequent pregnancies. This is what Nurse Family Partnership clients say about their nurses when asked.
Clarissa showed me how to build that bond with my daughter. And it's really important because I don't have the familial support from my parents and my siblings. We're all grown up and we don't really see each other like we used to. So it's really different. And I think, the relationship is what I really got from the Nurse Family Partnership.
I thought of you as like my mother figure because I was apart from my mom. And it was really hard to deal with what I was going through without having her there. So I leaned on you a lot for that support, and you gave it to me, and you helped me feel comfortable with what I was going through.
Tanya has been there for me when I'm always questioning if I'm a good mom or not, especially because I'm always not around for her, whether it's for school or work. And Tanya has always helped me to make sure that if I'm with her, I'm teaching her the right things so she can be successful in life, grow the right strong bonds she needs, good communication skills, social skills, to be able to tell me what she wants, so I know or for me to even know the simple behaviors of her to be like, okay, she needs nap time and so forth. So I definitely want to thank Tanya a lot for not only reassuring me as a first-time mom that I'm doing a good job, but guiding me.
Allow us to continue to plant one more seed to create change and opportunity in families. If you think this program is for you, would like to enroll, or would like to seek further information, please contact us at